What's going on, you guys? So I was going through my Steam library and I saw this at the top, and I was like, "Wait, Armor Brigade, War in the Pacific." I'm like, "Whoa, new game's been announced?" No, it's a mod. So let's start here. So when we first tested Carl Taco's AB 1943 mod back in April, consisted of only Red Army Guards, and the Rare Mark. In the last 9 months, it has become not only the most subscribed Armor Brigade mod, but probably the largest too by a wide margin, reaching almost 2,000 units and their variations. Wow. It first expanded to the Western Front, introducing new factions such as the Waffen SS, the United Kingdom, and the United States Army. While they are surely as thorough as the other three factions and benefit greatly from the purchasable. Oh, you go get the Ardennes map there. Interesting. There are natural and to some extent saturated options for World War II. However, what comes as a thrilling novelty is the bold change in the theater of war, and that pushes the limits of the engine to its limit. Now it is the turn of the Pacific, with the United States Marine Corps and Imperial Japan combining Imperial Army and SNLF as newcomers. So two things that I really like about that. One, War in the Pacific mixed with the Armor Brigade. That is really cool. I did not know there was a AB 1943 mod. I got to take a look at that. The other cool thing is it's purchasable. And I think that's pretty awesome. Not only pretty awesome, I think that's freaking excellent. So, from what I'm getting this is if you want to create, I don't know, let's say a Korean War armor brigade, you can get the scenario editor, do all the work for it, get the units, put in the time and effort, all that stuff, and then sell it, which is pretty cool. That would definitely, that's definitely awesome. All right. And let's see what this says. Precept in Imperial rescript to soldiers and sailors states that duty is heavier than a mountain, death is lighter than a feather. For the first 6 months after Pearl Harbor, the Empire of Japan swept across most of Southeast Asia and the Pacific with impunity. Japanese has forced, we all know this, the Guadalcanal. Okay. There appears to be little hope. However, the table has suddenly turned. Next crucial moved 2 months later. First Marine Division stormed Guadalcanal. Alright, so I guess we could play that. The Guadalcanal campaign lasted for nearly 8 months. Alright, so this is kind of like a summary of World War II right there. Although it is not uncommon for troops to be equipped with trucks, tankettes, or light tanks, the Imperial Japanese Army lacked mechanization in general. The Southeast Asian jungles and Pacific Islands were unsuitable for large-scale armored operations, thus the Japanese armored force was used as an infantry support arm piecemeal. Often when people think of Japanese military during World War II, they think of formidable Zero fighters or soldiers fighting into that, not tanks or armored cars, wreaking havoc on unsuspecting foes. A prevalent picture of Japanese tanks is so small, thinly armored undergun vehicles that face far superior, fielded by the Allies, hardly appropriate for a game titled Armor Brigade. The Type 97 Kai, also known as Shinho Chiha, the bread and butter of your armored force, and a medium tank in all but name. Weighed just 15 tons with a high velocity 47mm gun and only about an inch of armor at its thickest. Wow. By comparison, American M4A3 Sherman medium tank weighing 33 tons featured a 75mm main gun and had at least 2.5. Wow. Definitely a big difference. But that kind of makes me kind of like wonder, like, kind of tempted to play the Japanese just to see, if I can, kind of outlast or maybe even defeat a couple of Shermans, Let's see what this mod offers. On the other hand, the M4A2, A3 has significantly better armor protection. Sherman was impervious to most Japanese anti-tank weapons, especially at close range. Japanese tanks had never posed a serious threat to the Americans, who possessed a diverse arsenal of weapons capable of destroying them. Alright. Another unique feature of the USMC is the amphibious am-tank, or amphibious tractor, track. Amphibious tractor was now armored and armed as a infantry assault vehicle. Wow. Imagine doing this and putting all these maps together. That's a lot of work. So let's take a look, and then you got here the armored 1943 Brigade, which was posted in April, and this looks with Soviets versus the Wehrmacht. Wow. Comes with 500 unique and accurately researched units and aircraft, and offers players a reason to play Armored Brigade with a level of quality that makes it easy to forget it isn't an official expansion. I'm surprised the developers didn't reach out and actually do this as an expansion, unless they got something else up their sleeve. Now they keep putting out more. I would say Cold War nations, so like Netherlands, France, and they're doing a lot of work with their expansions. The amount of the maps that they create are just epic. I mean, just like epic in scale. I think like the DLCs are like $10 to $20, somewhere around there, and the maps that they like produce, like you can't play the same place twice, right? You could literally have play probably like 100, 2, 3, couple hundred scenarios on that same map and never play the same place twice. It's crazy how big those get. I wonder where you could purchase this. I'm assuming the Steam Workshop. Interesting. I never actually go to the Steam Workshop. So you can just subscribe. Oh, okay, so you just subscribe to download. Is that that easy? Just download it, attaches, and you're good. Wow. All right. Oh, wow. That's pretty sick. Okay, I gotta give that a try. But I really love that the community is really like, developing these things here. Like taking a game that's already awesome and just expanding it. Now I'm hoping other people kind of, I don't know, maybe work on the Falkland Island War, things like that, because I would love to get my hands, or the 7 Days War kind of thing. Wow. A T-70M Soviet recon tank stumbles across something more than it bargained for. Yeah. A little bit more. Look at the scale. My gosh. That's freaking crazy. But this is amazing. I wasn't aware that they had this going on. I must have missed it. The thing that just drew me was like this. I'm like, wait, that's interesting. Yeah, but I would definitely give this, guys, if you have Armored Brigade, just get this. It looks like it's free. You just have to go to that workshop thing here. But I would like to throw the developers a couple of bucks, for not the developers, technically the developers of that map, and pay them for all the work that they did, because that's a lot of work. That's not something you do in like a week or something like that. That takes a lot of work. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I just thought I'd make a video about it because it looked cool. All right, catch you guys in the next one. See you then.